Alright, welcome to another VOD review. Madness. Genji on King of the Hill. This is probably my favorite map to play Genji on. You can do so many nice things, you know? Alright, here's some unfortunate AFK in the beginning. This is good damage, a good position here. I don't know, they're totally ignoring you, so you can get away with that. First of all here, oh wait, I have the wrong thing selected here. If I go back a bit here. This is good, you poke down. Here you reload, yeah? There's no need to try and melee him. You have it reloaded already. And now you're like committed to meleeing, and it takes like forever. Whereas you could just get him immediately.
God, how do they walk away in movies without flinching when it explodes behind them? There's no way! I call bullshit on that! I need an MRI! I've got soft tissue damage!
Alright, sorry for this. What the fuck is this? This is good. You can commit a bit more. You have killed his team, yeah? Like his team is dead. You can probably be able to kill him here if you just commit to it. You don't need to be worried. Usually what I like to do on mini divas is just as he goes out of this mech, like right at this moment when he pops out, just instantly dash so you get the reset off when you kill him. It's good. Here you got lucky, you got away. In this situation, when you're committed this deep, you don't have your dash up and shit like that, I would already here just start walking like this. Because you getting off this ledge where you're climbing now, you have 50 HP, you just need to hit once, alright? So what I would be doing, I would already, like, before I use the deflect, I know that I'm too deep, right? So I'm just already deflecting and walking this way to my team, because there you get the heals and stuff like that. This is risky, like anyone can kill you here. It's good. It's good that you use the melee immediately afterwards you dash. It's good. Here, I don't know. So what you're doing here? Already here, you see they're up there, right? I don't know where you're walking right now. What I would have done is climb up this wall to get a bit of an overview, see what's going on, what's happening, you know? Because now you're just walking down here. I mean, you're pretty healthy. You don't need to go for that health pack. Now your team ends up dying. I don't know, I'm not saying it's your fault, but I would go up here, check for an overview, see if I could pick someone. Because now you're completely out of the fight. Meanwhile, what I would be doing here is just get on point, stall it as long as possible. Usually, people tend to shoot a lot into the deflate when you can contest that. You can get a lot of like free shit, but since you already have your ult, it's fine. As you make it out, it's fine. Just a general thing, like if you're not sure whether or not you're gonna make it out alive from a certain situation, you just go and die on the objective. Same with payload, same with 2 CP. But if you can make it out, if like 100% sure, then you should go and try and make it out. Because you don't give them any ult charge. So, one thing I noticed, you have held on to your ult for a really long time. What you can do with your blade here instead, look at your dash here. We'll go through it again. You don't need to dash there. You can walk towards him. Save the dash for when she's flying, yeah? So if you watch this again, yeah, she's close here. She's gonna fly if you pressure her, yeah? So what you do then, when she flies, you slice her in the back once, then dashes her, okay? Because you will catch up to her in this scenario. She's healing someone. She's walking backwards, yeah? So now, you use the dash, you have no other gap closer, and this is where you get fucked by your own blade. Oof, that's very risky, what you're doing there. I would immediately go back. Poke is fine. I would already here, like, there's no point poking left side, I think. You have a lot of people here on the right side, which you can poke a lot more freely if you stand over here. Just poking here doesn't really make sense, it's really hard to get a lot of ult charge from one hero, so there's 4 people standing here. It's a small thing. As you can see, there's a lot more people there. Risky dash, first of all. You don't really have anyone on your team that can follow up with your dash. He's sleeping, sure, fine. But he's far away, and he's got his teammates around him. What I would do is continue around with my team here, because what you're probably not gonna kill him unless you direct hit him here, which you're not doing. And the Zarya is above him. Now you're committed to this shit, and it's hard to get value from this situation here. I will continue with my team on the left side. What I would be doing right here. You see he's beneath you, right? He's used his shift. You either right click or left click if you're certain that you will hit the left clicks. You left click him in the head and you dash straight down into him, and then you finish him off, alright? Because now, look the dash here. You dash away from him. You know that you can kill him because he's used his Wraith form. It's fairly easy to kill a Reaper. So I would have dashed into him, straight down. Melee'd and continued killing him. Because now he gets away, I think. It's like you can use your dashes a bit more thoughtfully. Like, think about where you're gonna end up after the dash, and if that is gonna be a advantageous position for you. The same one with the blade. The dash is probably the most valuable asset you got. Oh, it's lagging a bit now. It's fine. You could have played this differently. It's always slightly scary to dash towards someone if you don't know that you're not gonna hit the dash, because you're dashing pretty far away now. You could probably wait a lot more because he's already like zoned himself pretty much. If you look at this, just walk straight towards him now. Not yet. You use the dash. Oh, sorry for the going backwards and forth here, but jump down here. You're gonna cut his escape path off, and if you hit the dash, you'll die faster. You don't need to be this committed to killing their healers. You're in a perfect position to keep on headshotting this area. First of all, it gives you a lot of ult charge. Second of all, it puts a lot of pressure on their healers to come out and show themselves. So meanwhile they don't heal and hide behind here, you kill this guy, alright? Because Mercy's not gonna have res anyways right now. It's another situation if the Mercy's got res, alright? Then you probably should go for her. But in this situation, 0-0 has just begun, second round. Headshot this. Because now you just let her walk. I would have reloaded a lot more. Right here. Even right here. When you know that you're turning around here. You have 9 left. You're gonna turn around, you won't be able to shoot her. She's got the barrier on her. Reload. 9 shurikens. You have a lot of time to reload here. Also in this situation where the Reaper is really close, deflect this. Get in his face and deflect. Oh, you don't have deflect, my bad then. Yeah. But either way, in that situation, deflect is good. Also here, you can play a lot more aggressive. Even after this, you have the bomb, you're dropping the bomb here. Straight up walk towards that Zenyatta because it's gonna be running. It's almost like you're trying to hide from the bomb for a while. That works out in the end. What you can do here is a cool trick, yeah? So you see your Mercy's getting chased. After this. If now I'm talking in a perfect world when everyone knows what the fuck is going on and stuff like that. You can save your Mercy. Let's say you dash straight up here or something and she's prepared for it and she just flies up. She's not gonna die. Now you create space anyway so she can fly towards you, but you can assist people like that when they play Mercy. Here I would dash in and blade immediately. Like this, good. Alright, so when they pop the trance like this, what I would have done when they pop trance like this and they're all grouped together, you don't see any picks here, right? As soon as I see the trance being popped, I would continue up this wall over here and climb away here and wait for it to be done, because you won't kill anyone through the trance. Also, there might be some strugglers coming back from spawn or anything like that, which you can get value from your blade with. But right here, it's rare that you get any value from using the blade. It's good poking. Here, you only lose this fight because you don't reload. Right here, reload. Right here. Usually you don't want to dash unless you have reloaded before, because now you won't be able to deal much damage. So now you dash anyways, cancel the reload, cancel the reload, cancel the reload. Now you reload. And then the fight is far gone, you know? And he's had his shurikens. Here, I don't know if you think that you're taking a lot of damage and stuff like that. You can just stand still poking more, you know, jumping around poking more. Small thing, not much at all. But just, D.Va doesn't deal damage at all. long range.
Hit the Genji. Go, go, go.
That's a good pick. Like altering, going for a pick that's diving you is fine as well. Hard to dive in alone. And if he's freely opening it up like that, then you should go for the punish like he did. It's good. Good blade. That's a good blade. I like it. Only thing I thought of is when you blade here, you don't need to use your dash. You can just slice them. But that's really good. Good shifts.
Keep them choke.
Now you do kind of the same thing again with the reload. No reload, cancel with auto or like melee attacks. It's not worth it. You don't deal enough damage. Only do that if they're low and you know that you will hit them and you'll kill them with that one.
God. Push now.
Here I would dash. I would dash even earlier. You have 87%, right? Here, dash immediately. You see 4 people, you have 88% on your ult. You will get your ult and then you slice them in the back. Because they'll have full focus on these guys when they come out, yeah? So I would dash immediately when I see them this stacked. Mercy's even discorded. It's perfect. Then you dash through her, immediately blade and insta-give her. The same thing like I said earlier, you can be faster with your dashes on the when D.Va pops out of mech. Just immediately dash her. Now you dash a bit afterwards. It's just really small thing. Really small thing. That's good. It's lagging a bit. When your tanks are this far up, you can afford playing a bit more up here because you will do more with your shurikens. And if you end up in a bad situation, you just dash back. Here in this situation, when you dash like this, I would immediately turn around and use my deflect. Meanwhile, I've strafed backwards. Deflecting here. I could stand up in front of the D.Va and deflect. That's probably what I would have done. Here I would dash. But I'm a greedy Genji player as well. I feel like you're using your melee a bit too much on high HP targets. You did the same with melee. I think you just need to believe a bit more in your aim. Just expect that you're gonna hit them. That's really good. Picking up the Mercy first, getting on the health pack. Really good blade. I like this. You play this smart. So you spot out the Mercy, you go in, you blade. This is good. It's a bit risky. You're quite low HP, but it's usually fine because they get stressed anyways. Unless if the Genji has got dash, now he can dash and kill you. Either way, kill that guy good. Then you get on the health pack. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but that's good. 50 HP when you blade is kind of risky, but it can work as well. It's good. Yes, a very small thing here. The angle here isn't very good. You can't really poke a lot. You kind of want to stand a bit more back and just be able to shoot into this narrow thing here, so you hit a lot. Here you can't really poke much. Unless you want to engage with something, with a blade or something like this. I don't know. I prefer standing further back or in another angle so I can shoot more into this direction. So I get more ult charge. It's really hard to aim from a lot of, like, far above, you know. Here, same thing again. Kind of not using the angles to your advantage. You can get a lot of free ult charge if you just stand in the right angle when you poke. Yeah. That's risky. That's risky. What I would have done here instead, when you see that he starts blade, you hit him twice. It's gonna be half-ish HP. Dash him once more. Just dash him. He won't focus you, and if he focuses you, you have your deflect soon. Usually when I see other players, like opponents Genji ulting, I like to right click and dash through them when they dash into your team, so they get as low as possible before he gets slicing, you know? Maybe I get him down to 100 HP. It might be a huge difference. I think you could use your left click a lot more. I think you could use your left click a lot more. Good example of this is here. Wait, nah, it's even earlier. Yeah, already here. Start left clicking. I don't know, right click doesn't really help a lot on long range. As you can see, you can only hit one of those pretty much, since you're that far away.
Okay, Mercy. No.
Here, I think I could see when you blade, you have your dash. You kind of always want to dash before you activate the ulti to get in a really good position to get the target you want, and to make it harder for them to predict where you're coming from and which target you're choosing. You got those nailed, at least the ones when you dash through them and slice them in the back. That's good. That's a really good habit to get. Good pressure on the Widow. Oh, cheeky. Usually you really want to go top right with Genji. Because that's where he really excels at, like, being aggressive and getting a lot of deflect damage onto their teammate. Getting resets up there is so good. Like,
Trace on a Rico.
that's why it's my favorite Genji map. What you're doing here is also very risky, very risky to dash in. You see Mei here. You use your dash here. She just turns around, holds mouse 1, and you're dead. You have no escape. So it's a risky play. Kind of always want to be aware of what heroes that's gonna... Here, same thing again. I don't want to pick on you, but you probably know it as well by this point. But still, so crucial. Reload. 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 Because you won't finish him off with the melee. You just lose a lot of DPS by doing that. Good, you win the fight. Here, same thing again. You don't really have a really good angle. You can play a bit more to the left and shoot straight into where they're coming from to get as much ult charge and shit as possible. Small thing.
No Rico.
Same thing. Very dangerous dash. Very dangerous dash. I'm not sure what you think you'll get out from this, but they have a Mei and Zarya. You should be pretty fucked here. That dash is fine if your tanks enter first, but not unless they do. Here I would play more aggressive. Okay, I saw the health now. I wouldn't. I would get some heals. Now I would play aggressive. I would look for the dash immediately. After you get the heals here, I would immediately start looking. I would dash here immediately. No hesitation whatsoever. Just go in. They're stacked up. So free here.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la. My ding-ding-dong.
Thanks for the subscribe, bro. Appreciate it. Welcome to the good friends. Here, you still got your blade. Like, that was an excellent opportunity to use your blade before here. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it looks very natural when you do the dash and slat and melee. It's good. Solid. Keep that up, man. That was something that took a while for me to get used to when I started playing a lot of Genji.
Go heal me, please. Wait.
Dash! Dash, 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 dash! It's got no HP! But yeah, here the blade is a bit... Should always be wary when the Mercy's got her fly ability on, where you blade. You need to mind game them, you need to be smarter than them. And here, it works out in the end, but I don't know, they're just standing around doing nothing, so... I don't know, they run to you, it feels like. Wait, I need to see where you're poking in the beginning. Yeah, that's good. That's where you want to poke. Here, same thing again. If the Mei is awake, if she doesn't sleep, you're dead in this situation. Because now, you're going in pretty much alone here. And you're using the only escape tool-ish that, of course, you can wall climb. But if she starts freezing you, you're dead. Here, if she just turns around, starts blowing that ice on you, you're gonna die. But you get away with it. Like, it's really risky to do what you're doing here. This is good, I don't know, they're ignoring you. That's a good left click. You can use the left click a lot more. In this situation, it's just fine to use right click. It's fine, you'll hit the target. Either way, you can use the left click and focus on Mercy maybe, stuff like that. I think you just need to believe a bit more in your capability to hit with left click. Either way, it's good to learn how to use it, and you should probably start getting used to using the left click a lot more. But yeah, this right click here, or left click, sorry, for the confusion, is very good. I like it. Lucio is a frustrating target to kill. I have problems with that as well. Here, you shouldn't use the dash like that. Just play a bit more conservative with it, because now you use your gap closer. And you want to have that to get close and personal with them. It's good killing the Mercy first. You got good target focus. I like it. Ah, feels good, man, to be focused by the Tracer like that. One thing I really like to do with Genji is to force the recall of Tracer, because she gets so much more easily punished when she's used her recall. So if you right click her in the stomach and dash through her, she got a recall. And then your team wins out on you using your dash for that. Your shorter cooldown and your hero is more useful without it. Because you don't have to play as close as a Tracer does to be really useful. You can still hit your long range shurikens and stuff like that. See, now you take a good position here to poke from. I like this a lot more.
They're going right side, I think.
Always try to get that free spam to get your ult charge up. You can't imagine how free it is sometimes. I like this. I like this a lot. Good slice and dash there. You got the blade mechanics, like how to use it with dash and slash. Good. You just need to think a bit more about where you're dashing and why you're dashing there and what you're gonna do next with the dash. That's a general thing, but I like it. Good. Good pressure. I would probably even play more aggressive here. And keep poking. You don't need to go down. Risky dash to do when you don't have deflect up. Woo! Woo! I think that was the first time their mate tried to freeze you. You used the dash quite dangerously there. Because you don't know where the mail's landing, so I would watch for that before I use my dash. You're one dead. Alright, so what can we take away from this game? A lot more, like, use your dash a lot more to your advantage and think about what you're gonna do next with the dash, alright? Also, you don't always have to use. Play with a bit of ice in your stomach. You know, play it calm. Sometimes you don't have to dash even. You just bait their abilities to get away from you, and then you dash. The same thing with Lucios and stuff like that. You go towards them, they boop you away, then you dash, you know? You just use that. It's your only gap close. If you get booped or nudged or like anything when you don't have your dash up and not speed boost Lucia around you, your blade can be useless, you know? So be very careful with your dash on what you use it at. And reload a lot more often. Don't put as much value into your melees, because they don't deal a lot of damage unless you're certain you'll kill the target. Sometimes it's fine to melee twice. It's not optimal, but yeah. And some like poke angles to get that in, to get more ult charge. I think that's it. Thanks for watching the VOD review, guys. Appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube and like the video, for fuck's sake. Laters.